That was definitely one of the scariest days of my life. I wouldn't wish that upon anybody, you guys. I really wouldn't. What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Leslie. So today's video is gonna be another story time. I know you guys enjoy these, so I got a ton of them, okay? I've been through some stuff. So today's story time is actually gonna be a bit crazy. It's gonna be one of the scariest days of my life. So grab a drink and let's just get right to it. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that red subscribe button down below. Make sure you turn that notification bell on so that way you're notified every single time I post a video, and let's just get right into it. All right, so if you guys didn't know, I am half Colombian and half Cuban. And every summer, since I can remember, I've always gone to Colombia for the summer, and I spend the summers with my mom's mom, so my grandmother. She's always taken care of me. So it was always a tradition for me to spend my summers in Colombia with her. So I remember this was another summer like usual. You know, I've been doing it for the past, I don't know how many years, and I stay every summer for like 2 to 3 months. So it wasn't a big deal. It was one regular summer, and my grandma has a lot of family over there. I think my grandma has like 18 brothers and sisters.
18 brothers and sisters.
No ma'am. No ma'am. No ma'am.
So our family in Colombia is very, very big. So my grandma has this sister that has a daughter that's my age, and we'll just name her Patricia. So me and Patricia, at this point, I don't know if she had already been living in the US or if she was just only living in Colombia, but I knew that I was gonna be there and she was gonna be there, so I wanted to hang out because she was around my age, and I didn't really have friends that I knew or that I had made just yet in Colombia. So fast forward, me and my cousin are making plans to hang out. I wanna go sleep over her house because her grandma, which is my grandma's sister, they live like in the city, and my grandma lives like a little bit of like the outskirts of the city. So it was like a 35-40 minute drive to my aunt's house, which is my grandma's sister's house. So it wasn't gonna be like, oh, I could go and then we could drive back. Like, I'd actually have to stay the night. So we ended up convincing my grandma. You know how you tell them, like,
ask my mom or ask my grandma if I can sleep over, because like if I ask, she's gonna say no.
So, you know, the whole drill. So she did that, and my grandma was like,
Oh, okay, like, I don't really want you to, but okay, whatever.
so I ended up staying the night. And obviously I was from the United States, and I had all of these cool electronics, and you know, I was young. I was like 13, 14 maybe. I think 13, 14 max. Like I wasn't any older than that. So I had all these electronics. I was from the US. I wanted to show them all the things I had. I remember the thing that was very, very in now in the United States was the iPod Touch. So I had my iPod Touch. I was ready to show everybody, all the neighborhood kids. I was ready, okay? I was ready to be like,
Look at what I got. Y'all wanna play with it? Y'all wanna play with me?
Nope.
my uncle though, however, he always told me,
Estás dando la paja.
and basically what that means is that like you're showing your goods, you're showing what you got, so you're giving people an opportunity to like steal from you. Like for example, you guys know when Kim Kardashian, before she became like monochromatic nude Kim, like, you know, she used to be flashy, show her diamond ring, all her jewels and stuff like that, and she got robbed in France or in Paris, I think it was. Somewhere in Europe she got robbed, and now she even says that she's not minimalistic because you just don't need to be showing and flaunting, I guess, what you got, because it can put you in a dangerous situation no matter where you are, whether you're here in the States, whether you're international. It could happen literally anywhere. So I was being young and dumb, you know, the huge, and I didn't care. I didn't listen. And I was showing all the electronics, me, look at what I got. Fast forward, my grandma ended up saying yes. So I went and I slept over my cousin's house. I brought all my electronics. I was super excited, and she had friends down the block. So my aunt, let's just say my aunt, okay? Her house was right here. It was like a little patio, a gate, the sidewalk, the street. We were literally sitting on the sidewalk, and by we, I mean me, my cousin, and like maybe 5 of her neighborhood friends, like her neighborhood like kid friends. Like we were all around the same age. Everybody's super cool, playing with my iPod Touch.
Like, oh my god, super cool, like I wanna be next. after you go, it's my turn. All right, I play the loser.
Like everybody was super excited. We were all there huddling over in the corner. So like I said, house, little patio, gate, sidewalk, street. We were literally on the sidewalk. The patio's right here. My aunt's door was open and they were sitting right there in the living room. So we're playing, everything's going fine, and this is where we messed up. You know, life is just all about learning. Wet my whistle. So we're all playing, and this is where rookie mistake number one. We weren't aware of our surroundings, okay? So when you are somewhere that you're not usually from, you're not accustomed, so it's not like I lived at my aunt's house, I didn't know like her surroundings, I didn't know neighbors, I was fairly new, I wasn't even from the country, so I should have been more aware of my surroundings, but I wasn't. So apparently there was this guy that had been like circling in his bicycle for like the past 20 minutes, like just doing rounds, and nobody freaking noticed because we were all so like sucked into the iPod Touch and me, next, I'm next. Nobody paid attention. So then, out of nowhere, we're still all playing, whatever, out of nowhere, some guy pulls up on a bicycle into us. And obviously we all get scared, and immediately the person that had the iPod Touch in their hand puts it under their shirt.
Oh, hell no!
Mind you, this is my iPod Touch, okay? But whatever, they put it under their shirt because I guess they know better, so they're hiding it because this guy came up and wanted to talk to us. The guy was like,
Oh, hi, my name is blah, 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 and I'm looking for Mr. Freddie Acosta.
listen, I won't ever forget this name because that's exactly what he said. I mean, obviously all of this was in Spanish, but he was like,
Do you guys know where a little Freddie Acosta lives? He says it's on this block, but we just really don't know where he lives.
and then I, trying to be smart, trying to be savvy, I was like,
Oh no, I'm actually not from here. Are you stupid or something?
I was trying to say I was like from another city down. Like for example, if you're from Miami, I was trying to say like, oh, I'm from Orlando. So I was like,
Oh no, I'm from Cartagena. Like, I'm just visiting. Like, I don't really know anyone on the street. Sorry, can't help you.
and then my cousin was like,
No, I don't know nobody.
and then everybody was like answering,
No, I don't know nobody. No, I don't know nobody. Sorry, we can't help.
and then the guy was like,
Oh, okay, no problem. So give me your little thing.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
and we're all looking at him like, little thing, like, what are you talking about? And he's like,
Come on, like, cough it up. Give me the little thing.
we're like,
Sir, like, we don't know what you're talking about. Like, we got no idea what you're talking about.
and you know what he does?
It's about to go down.
He literally is like, oh, I have to get up to show you guys. Okay, so pretend this is a weapon, okay? All right, so he literally is like,
Oh, you don't want to give me your little thing? Okay. You want to give me your little thing now?
Say hello to my little friend!
so all of us are like,
Oh!
like freaking out, like stunned because hello, I've never seen a gun before. I'm 13. I'm freaking out. My cousin's freaking out. All the kids are freaking out. And he's like,
If you guys don't want me to shoot you and kill you right now, you're gonna give me the little thing.
and I think it was a guy. A boy next to me. He takes it out of his shirt and he gives it to me. And then I was like,
Oh, like, I really don't want to.
it was my iPod Touch. I didn't want to.
You fucking dumb? Are you fucking dumb? Are you fucking dumb?
I know that sounds so dumb now. Like I should have just gave it to him off the bat. But I was like, so then my cousin like snatched it from my hand and I was able to lock it before she snatched it from my hand. And she was like,
Leslie, give it to him. It's just an electronic.
and she was my age. So it's not like she was much older. So I was very, very upset at the moment. I was like,
Why are you snatching my stuff? Like, that's my stuff. Of course you're ready to give it away because it's not your stuff. It's my stuff.
Don't be fucking rude. Are you kidding me?
I was just being literally immature and materialistic and young and dumb. And whatever, she gave it to him. And then he's like there like, all right, trying to look at it. And then one of the other kids in the corner tries to grab a rock to throw it at him. And I don't know how the guy on the bicycle saw, but he was like,
Hey you, drop it!
I don't think so, pal.
and and then he like dropped it was like a brick or a rock or something. He dropped it. So we were toast, okay? We were toast. And somehow my aunt and her husband heard nothing. Like, they didn't hear us, nothing. They didn't hear the guy, nothing, okay? Nothing. Let's say this is the street, the house is like right here. So to go away, he would have to go this way and then turn and then like leave to the main street. So he was like,
all right, I'm about to ride down the block, and if I hear any of you make a peep before I turn the corner, I will kill all of you.
and he literally drove off and he's riding away in his bicycle, and we're all just there like, and then as soon as he drives off and turns the corner, all of us are like, freaking out, crying, like hysterical. And then everybody hears, then everybody comes down. By that point, the guy was long and gone, okay? So my aunt comes outside, she's like,
Like, oh my God, are you okay?
and I'm just crying, pissed, whatever. And I call my grandma and I'm like,
Yay, look at what happened. They stole my iPod Touch. I almost got killed. I saw a gun.
it was a mess, a mess, a mess. And then I call my parents. My parents are freaking out in the United States, like,
Oh my God, our daughter just died. Ah, someone stole her.
like literally freaking out. Everybody was freaking out. And then I don't know, I don't think my grandma picked me up that day. I think they picked me up the next day. And I remember my uncle was like,
Oh, that was probably a water gun. Like, oh, you fell for it. Like, it probably wasn't even real.
and I was just like, are you kidding me right now? Like, hello? I wasn't gonna literally play devil's advocate and try and figure out if it was a real gun or not. So whatever. I lost my iPod Touch. I learned my lesson. That was probably one of the scariest days of my life. I have never ever been robbed almost like at gunpoint. Not like the gun pointed at me, like maybe robbed gun in pants. You know what I'm saying? But that was definitely one of the scariest days of my life. I wouldn't wish that upon anybody, you guys. I really wouldn't. So yeah, that's the end of this story time. If you guys have made it all the way through the video, leave me this emoji because I love it so much. All right guys, so that's the end of the video. Make sure you hit that red subscribe button down below. Make sure you turn on that notification bell so you can be notified every single time I post a video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye you guys. Mwah.